The results are in, and our members have come to some surprising results. There are some damning opinions on trustworthiness of public broadcasters. Members come out in force for the government and its handling of the crisis. And while members support consequences for China, they are split on what that looks like. We ran a survey of Conservative voters from 2019 to get their views on the COVID-19 crisis, how it affected them, and what they think the response should be with respect to China. We received 2,501 responses between Sunday the 26th of April and Saturday 2nd of May. Although 62% of respondents said that they always vote Conservative, the other 38% said that 2019 was the first time they had voted Conservative. Reassuringly, support for the government's key representatives and institutions was high. Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty was the most trusted source of information, with 30% of respondents saying they trusted him most for information regarding COVID-19. He was very closely followed by Boris Johnson on 29% and then the NHS on 16%. Meanwhile, 74% rated the government's handling of the crisis as either good or excellent. Support for the lockdown also remains high, for now, with 78% saying they support or strongly support the current lockdown. Journalists haven't fared well reputationally. 58% of respondents said TV journalists were their least trusted source of information, followed by newspapers on 17%. This is also echoed in people's perception of media coverage on the virus, with 55% saying it was highly unreliable and just 3% saying it was highly reliable. In terms of how the lockdown has affected individuals personally, 18% have had to cancel a holiday, 12% have suffered loss of work or been furloughed, while 14% are finding it difficult to obtain essential items due to being vulnerable and therefore reliant on deliveries. A further 11% are suffering feelings of loneliness and isolation. So what's next? It's clear there's anger towards China, and Conservative voters are expecting a response from government. 28% want government to incentivise UK businesses with supply chains in China to return to the UK. 27% want Hawaii to be excluded from the rollout of the 5G network. 19% want the government to go as far as placing economic sanctions on China. There was also strong support for an online sales tax to ensure that online retailers contribute to supporting businesses who have had to close operations. 68% were open to the idea, with 48% in favour and a further 20% saying they would maybe support an online sales tax. Thanks very much for watching, and if you'd like more great content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.